Hello students, welcome to Chinese tutoring. So this is lower secondary mathematics for grade 7. Let's look up chapter 15. What are we going to learn? We are going to learn equivalent fraction, decimals and percentage. And then we are going to learn the conversion. Let's learn exercise 15.1. First sum, complete the following table showing the equivalent fractions, decimals and percentages. Okay, so the first sum is 1 by 2. We are going to convert into decimal as well as percentage. Okay, so how can we convert into decimal? Now what is the question? It's a 1 by 2. Now we have to multiply 5 by 5. Why I am multiplying 5 by 5? Because I'm going to make the denominator as 10. So what number we are multiplying the denominator? The same number we should multiply in the numerator. So 1 into 5, it's a 5. 2 into 5, it's a 10. So 5 by 10 is a nothing but it's a 0.5. Now let's convert into percentage. Now what we have? 5 by 10. So in percentage, the denominator should be 100. Okay. So 5 by 10 into 10 by 10. Why I am multiplying by 10 by 10? Because 10 into 10, it's 100. So what number we are multiplying in the denominator? The same number we should multiply in the numerator too. So 5 into 10, it's a 50 by 10 into 10 is 100. So 50 by 100 is, it's a 50 percentage. Now next sum is 1 by 4. Now 1 by 4, we are multiplying by 25 by 25. Why I am multiplying 25 by 25? So I am making the denominator is 100. Can we make the denominator is 10 with 4? No, only we can make the denominator is 100. So 4 into 25, it's 100. So what number we are multiplying in the denominator? Same number we should multiply in the numerator. So 1 into 25, it's a 25. So 4 into 25, it's 100. Now 25 by 100. This is equals to 0.25. So in denominator is 100. So that means what? After the decimal point, we are supposed to have two places. So 1 by 4, which is equals to 0.25. Now let's convert into percentage. Already this is 25 by 100, right? So directly we can write as 25 percentage. Percentage means what? The denominator should be 100. So the question is 0.2. We have to convert into fraction as well as percentage. Okay. So 0.2, how can we write as a fraction? That is 2 by 10. How 2 by 10? Because after the decimal point, we have only one number. That means denominator will be 10. So 2 by 10, we simplified. That answer is 1 by 5. Now we are going to convert into percentage. How can we convert into percentage? What is the rule? The denominator should be 100. Now 2 by 10, we are multiplying by 10 by 10. Why I am multiplying 10 by 10? Because what is our rule? That is we have to get the denominator is 100. So 10 into 10 is 100. So what number we are multiplying in the denominator? The same number we should multiply in the numerator. So 2 into 10, it's a 20. 10 into 10, it's a 100. Now 20 by 100 is 20 percentage. Now next sum is 0.1. So we have to convert into fraction as well as percentage. So 0.1 is, how can we write as a fraction? That is 1 by 10. So we are converted into fraction. Now what we have to do? We should convert into percentage. So what is the rule? Denominator should be 100. So for that what we have to do? We are multiplying 10 by 10. So 1 by 10 into 10 by 10. So 1 into 10 is 10. 10 into 10 is 100. Now 10 by 100 is 10 percentage. Okay. Now next sum is 0.375. So this is equals to, we are going to convert into fraction. How can we write this 0.375 as a fraction? So 375 by 1000. How is 1000? After the decimal point, I have three places, right? So that's why the denominator is 1000. Okay. Now we converted into fraction. So what is that? 375 by 1000. Now what we have to do? We are converting into percentage. So 375 by 1000. So that we have to convert into percentage. What is the rule? The denominator should be 100. So for that, what I'm doing, I'm adding the decimal point to the numerator. So 37.5 by 100. Okay. So the answer is 37.5 percentage. Now they are given the fraction question, that is 21 by 50. We have to convert this into decimal as well as percentage. So 21 by 50 equals to, we are multiplying by 2 by 2. Why I am multiplying by 2 by 2? Because I am making the denominator as 100. So what number we are multiplying the denominator, the same number we should multiply in the numerator too. So 21 into 2 is 42. 50 into 2 is 100. So 42 by 100, how can we write as a decimal? 0.42. Why? The denominator is 100. So after the decimal point, we are supposed to have two numbers. Okay, now we have to convert into percentage. Now already the denominator which is in 100. So directly we can write as 42 percentage. Now 0.175 we have to convert into fraction as well as percentage. Okay, so 0.175, how can we write as a fraction? That is 175 by 1000. Why it's 1000? Because after the decimal point we have three numbers. Okay, so 175 by 1000, which is equals to, now for percentage what we have to do, the denominator should be 100. So for that, what I am making, the numerator, I am adding the decimal point. So 17.5 by 100. So the answer is 17.5 percentage. Already we are converted this as a fraction. So we are just writing that fraction, 175 by 1000. Now next sum is 0.64. So this we have to convert as a fraction as well as percentage. Now 0.64, how can we write as a fraction? That is 64 by 100. Now 64 by 100, already it's in a fraction. So if you want to simplify, we can simplify too. That simplification answer is 32 by 50. Now let's convert into percentage. Now what is the percentage rule? The denominator should be 100. So this is already it's in 100. So the answer is 64 percentage. Now next question is 13.2 percentage. We have to convert into fraction as well as decimal. Okay, so 13.2 percentage, how can we write as a fraction? That is 13.2 by 100. So this what we can write, 132 by 1000. So which is equals to 0.132. Why? After the decimal point we have three numbers because of the denominator 1000. Okay, so 132 by 1000 is fraction. 0.132 as a decimal point. 13.2 is a percentage. Third question, convert the following percentages into fractions. Okay, A sum is 152.5 percentage. So this one we are going to convert into fractions. So percentage means what? The denominator should be 100. So 152.5 by 100. Now what I am doing here is, so 152.5, after the decimal point we have only one place, right? So that means what? 152.5 5. So this, if I write as a fraction, means how can we write without a decimal point? So 152.5 we can write as a fraction as 1525 by 10, right? Already in the denominator, what we have? It's 100. So 100 into 10, it's 1000. Okay, 100 into 10 is, it's 1000. So the answer is 1525 by 1000. Now B sum is 30.25 percentage. We have to convert into fractions. So what is the first step? Percentage means what? That is denominator is 100. So 30.25 divided by it's 100. Now what we are going to write is just we take 30.25. This we are going to write as a fraction. How can we write as a fraction? So without a decimal point, just write 3025 divided by, after the decimal point, we have two numbers, right? So that means the denominator is 100. Now here we have the denominator is 100. There also we have the denominator is 100. So 100 into 100 is 10,000. So the answer is 3025 divided by 10,000. See some 205.2 percentage we are going to convert into fractions. Okay. So percentage means what? The denominator is 100. So 205.2 percentage we are going to write as a fraction first. So 205.2 divided by 100. Now what are we going to do? So just we take the numerator now. What is our numerator? That is 205.2. This we are going to write as the fraction now. So how can we write as a fraction? 2052 by 10. Why 10? Because after the decimal point we have only one number. So the denominator is 10. Okay. Now here we have 100. There we have 10. So 100 into 10 is 1000. So answer is 2052 by 1000. D sum is 10.05 percentage. We have to convert into fractions. So how can we convert into fraction? So percentage means what? It's 100. So 10.05 by 100. Now what we have to do? Just we take the numerator 10.05. So this what we are going to write? This as the fraction. So 10.05 which is equals to 10,005 by, it's 100. Why it's 100? Because after the decimal point we have two places. So the denominator is 100. So here also 100. There also 100. So 100 into 100 it's a 10,000. So the final answer is 1005 by 10,000. Thank you. See you in the next class. Bye bye.